Hi folks, Old South Sales in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell diesel trucks, and I think we sell the finest diesel trucks in the country, folks. We absolutely find, my son just finds some trucks that are unbelievable. We sell them at great prices. Everybody likes them. They are such values. I don't know how he finds them, but we're going to list another one today. It's a local trade-in, local truck. Can't find another one anywhere like it. I don't care. Someone's going to tell you, well, their cousin's brother's uncle found one. He didn't. Or their aunt had one. She didn't. This truck is just absolutely too fine. It's a 2015 Ford F250 turbo diesel four-wheel drive platinum. Only got 113,000 miles on it.
Now when you say platinum, you can't say platinum, you gotta say platinum.
Okay. Anyway, it has every conceivable option, has no defects. It's just about perfect in every way. Sitting on a matching set of Michelins that are just as good as you could want. The spares underneath it, it's pretty much pick-proof. So if you've been looking at one of these trucks and wanting one and you saw the sticker up there at $80,000, $90,000, you better look at this one because it's going to be a value, and the depreciation for the next 2 or 3 years is out of it.
It's got the chrome package with the chrome tow hooks, the chrome exhaust tip, the chrome bed tie downs.
You can see the way it stands up. I mean, it's just the way you'd order one if you could afford to buy one new.
I like somebody.
Obviously, no issues in here, no rust issues, none of that.
Somebody spent the money on Michelin tires instead of some Yokohamas.
F250 Lariat, Super Duty, Power Stroke. But look in here.
It's got
absolutely like new.
Got the pecan interior, which is semi-rare. Usually they're all black interiors. Got the moon roof. Got the carpet, of course, perfect. Got the WeatherTech mats, automatic headlights, power pedals, memory. Well, got everything.
Look here. Look. There's not even any scratches. No dust. No anything. The step boards are not even skinned. We'll look back here at the back seat, and of course it doesn't look like anyone's been back there.
Got rear climate. Got the inverter plug, cup holder. It's got storage underneath the seats, locking storage on both sides, power sliding rear window, rear defrost, big mat in the rear.
No paint work, you can see here. And
our guys never remembered cleaning there, so that's just how it came in.
Well, nothing's been in the bed. You can look at the line across the bed. Flares are perfect under here. And we always say there's no rust issues or anything, folks, because such a huge preponderance of our customers comes from the East Coast, West Coast, and that's a big issue with them. So these southern trucks, you can look back here, it's got the fifth rail hookups in it. Doesn't look like they've ever been used. You may not want them, may not use them, but if you ever do need them, believe me, it will save you lots of money by having them in there. Dan calls this the old man's step because he's still young. So he won't think that's funny in about 40 years like your daddy. Folks, we got this truck. We listed a trailer this morning. I was 74 years old Sunday, and I've been a car dealer 40-something years, and we have had the nicest trucks and trailers and things to list the last month in my experience. I mean, look at what we've got listed, not just this. I mean, we've got some great, I mean, I don't know where they're coming from. Look down, not a rock peck. No skins, not beat up, not crinkled, no paint work.
This truck does have a set of Firestone airbags with the built-in compressor and stuff, so if you're pulling a trailer, you can pump them up.
Isn't this a special color?
It's pearl white. It's not the plain white. It's pearl white tri-coat.
It's beautiful. Look in here. If you can find a scratch on this truck, folks, and I look.
Well, my kids have been in it and left their cars.
I know. Well, Dan bought this truck because they're going to keep it, and then bought another one. So, I mean, come on. And we didn't clean it up like this. Believe me, if we could, I'd be bragging about it. Look what a job I did. But look in here, not a speck of dust.
It's not dirty inside, not filthy. You can see the seats.
Non-smoker's
all
truck.
nice.
No pet owners,
Moonroof.
nothing, just
Everything's good.
like a brand new truck. Once again, under here, these high dollar wheels are not skinned anywhere around. The tires are not.
Well, no, there's a little chip in it right there.
By God, you got to have better eyesight than I got.
It's got the block heater too and everything.
Come and pick that out.
Yeah. Well, your dad said the wheels were perfect. This got a scratch. Well, call him and just tell him give him a cuss.
Let me tell you this, folks. If you're the kind of person that would pick this truck, don't bid on it, because it can't be picked on.
Yeah,
This is nice a truck. If
this ain't nice enough, you just go to the Ford dealer and they'll sell you a 19 model for 90 grand.
It's a 2015 F250 Super Duty
Platinum.
Lariat, four-wheel drive Platinum. Only got 113,000 miles on it. Every available option, moonroof, navigation, just got everything. The bed doesn't appear to have ever had anything in it. It just is perfect all over. It rides and drives. Dan's going to give you a test drive. Whoever buys this truck's going to be real happy and save tens of thousands of dollars. And you're going to like it a lot. I promise you, there's absolutely nothing not to like. I give you my word. A great, great truck. Thanks for watching our video, folks. We appreciate it very much. Our many thousands of customers around the world, we truly thank you for your business. Look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Hi folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck. Now I'm going to take you on a test drive, but before I do, just want to show you a few things under the hood. First of all, we don't clean under the hoods. This is just how it came in. And what you can take away from that is this truck has spent very little, if any, time off-road. The reason I can say that is all of these parts with this aluminum heat shield or bare aluminum and stuff, when they've been splashing through muddy water on a hot engine, they get this brown patina that you just cannot clean off, and these don't have any of that. So I can say with fair certainty that I really doubt it's ever been off in the mud, but I'm not going to make a blanket statement like that. I'm just going to say this thing has clearly spent very little, if any, time off-road. But anyway, the main thing I want to show you is take the cap off, the oil fill cap off here. You can see, and just a little wisp of smoke. Although all 6.7 smoke, and smoke's not a big deal as long as it's not puffing. You can look back, I had a red 15 Platinum with 15,000 miles, and it was smoking like a freight train, but it wasn't puffing, so it was fine. But the main thing is, you can see, I set the cap down on the filler tube, it doesn't blow off. If it were to blow off, that would mean it had blow-by. And all blow-by is, it's engine compression getting past the piston rings and into the crankcase. It's not necessarily the sign of a bad engine, but it's a sign of wear that this truck doesn't have. So now we're going to hop in, take it up and down the road. Okay, now we're in the truck. Before I take you on a test drive, I'll show you a few things. First of all, you can see there's the owner's manual. It was down in here. That's the little change tray and stuff. It's got the Firestone air ride system, so you can pump it up. You can see it does pump up, or you can let it out. I usually keep it around 25 or so. Not really a big deal. Throw it reverse, you can see backup camera works. This backup camera is nice. Once you've been driving something with a backup camera, you'll never want to go back to something that doesn't have a backup camera. I can assure you of that. It also has the parking sensors that'll start beeping if I'm about to run into something. And it pops up when you see the little warnings. You can also, let me throw it back in here a second, turn that off. You can also zoom in. If you're towing, it zooms right in to your hitch, which is handy. The truck has the upfitter switches, tow command, trailer brake controller, exhaust brake. seats, heated steering wheel, Bluetooth, satellite radio, CD, USB, SD card, AV inputs. Your SD card and USB and AV are all up there in this nice little compartment. It does have navigation, and right now it still has the satellite radio is still activated, which is nice. But what's not activated, but you can activate for a few bucks more, is this Sirius Travel Link. What that does, if you're driving and there's an accident or something, it'll detour you around it automatically, and you can get weather overlays of your navigation maps, so if there's storms and stuff, you can see them, which is pretty handy. Got little pockets to the sides under here. That's a 110 volt outlet, 12 volt plug there, 12 volt plug there. Got steering wheel controls, Bluetooth, power folding, heated mirrors, and you can also extend them. They go in and out on both sides. Memory seats, automatic headlights, fog lights, power pedals. The wood grain on the steering wheel is just perfect. Auto dimming rear view mirror, sunglasses holder, garage door transmitter, moonroof, power sliding rear window, all that good stuff works. Now you'll have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the worst roads in the city of Jackson. So even though the video may come out a little shaky, rest assured the truck itself has a great ride and drive. And plus, one thing you can take away from all these potholes and stuff I'm running over is that this truck is tight. There's not a bunch of squeaks and rattles and other mess going on. And I'll try not to rush, but I've already done this video once and my computer ate the video when I was transferring it. Now I'm having to do it again. But anyway, truck fires right up. It runs perfect, hot or cold. Doesn't pull to the left or right. Doesn't pull or vibrate when you hit the brakes. Now one thing you can't tell in this video is that there's not any extra diesel-y noise going on in the truck. So a lot of times you get a truck that's been run hard, they start getting little small exhaust leaks and you just hear a little extra engine noise when you drive, and this one doesn't have any of that, which is good. So obviously, you know, it may have pulled something a time or two or whatever, but it hasn't been beat on or ragged out or any of that. And the other thing I like about this truck is it's stock. Hadn't been deleted. Doesn't even have a cold air kit. Cold air kits are the worst thing you can put on a diesel. Doesn't have any of that junk, which is a good thing to find. Now, you know, if this was a 6.4, I would say, yeah, delete it ASAP. You'll pick up 5 to 7 miles per gallon. But on these 6.7s, they use the exhaust fluid, so you might pick up a mile per gallon, and you know, you can turn the horsepower up. But these 15s and newer ones, they have bigger turbo, bigger injectors, exhaust brake. They have a lot of upgrades over the old ones. They've already got 440 horsepower, so you know, not really that big a deal. I wouldn't bother with it. You can, I mean, if you're interested, you can call me and we'll discuss all the options. I'm not going to talk about them in this video, but my number is 601-376-9869 if you want to discuss that. But honestly, I'd leave it alone. I mean, I drive basically the twin to this truck, and I fill up my DEF tank maybe every 2 or 3 months, something like that. It's not very often, so not really a big deal. But like I said, if you just really want to do it, I'll be glad to talk about it with you over the phone. But anyway, one thing I did like about this truck too is it's got Michelin tires. You know, you can tell how someone takes care of their vehicle by what kind of tires they've got on, and what do they buy after the original tires are ready to be replaced. Do they buy the cheapest off-brand tire they can get a hold of, or do they drop the money on some Michelins or Goodyears, the high dollar name brand? And that's what somebody obviously did with this truck, because it's got the Michelin tires. just like what came on it originally. This truck doesn't even have a leveling kit on it. I mean, whoever owned this, probably an older guy that, you know, just wanted a nice truck. You get a lot of times somebody buys a truck for their kid, and the kid wants to pimp it out and jack it up and tune it up and all kind of crap, and you just know it ain't been taken care of. But this one obviously has. I mean, even the wood on the steering wheel's in great shape. If we told you this truck had half the miles it really does, you'd believe us, or even less. I mean, it's just that nice of a truck. We've gone over it. I cannot find anything on it that doesn't work like it should. And of course, usually we're talking about trucks that have way more miles than this. I just sold an 11 with 300,000 miles. So, you know, in those cases, I'm in the habit of just kind of verifying things that you would already expect to be the case with a truck like this with lower miles. So I keep having to stop myself. But this truck goes down the road great. I mean, if you want to fly in, drive it home, you can. We'll be glad to pick you up at Jackson International Airport. We'll bring you back here to our place and do all the paperwork and feedback and everything, let you get on the road. Now, if you're like most of our customers though, you're from the Midwest or the Northeast, and you may not have time to spend several days flying or driving in and then driving home. So if that's the case, don't let the idea of having to ship the truck turn you off from buying it. Or if you get online and look up shipping quotes, don't let the prices you get turn you off from being interested in the truck. Because most of these places you find online, they're not actual shippers. They don't have a fleet of trucks out on the road. They're just brokers. And what they'll do is they'll charge you hundreds of dollars and call it a deposit up front, but all it really is their broker's fee for arranging transport. So they all get on this one website that's not open to the public called Central Dispatch, and they find somebody to actually haul your truck. Well, we bypassed the middleman. We spent all the money, paid all the fees to get on Central Dispatch ourselves. So basically, we can offer our customers wholesale rates on shipping. So if you're interested, shoot me a text or an email, 601-376-9869 to me, and I'll get you a good ballpark figure on shipping. And if you're anywhere near Dallas or Atlanta or Houston or pretty much anywhere in the state of Florida, we can get you a real good deal on shipping. So just get with me and I'll get you a good, like I said, a good ballpark figure on shipping. And basically the way it works is you pay us for the truck, we immediately send you the paperwork and post it for shipment. Since we're not the shippers, we find somebody to haul it for you. We arrange the shipping, so we post it, we arrange the shipping, and find somebody to do it. Usually takes 3 to 5 days. And when they drop the vehicle off at your place, you pay them for the shipping. It's a real smooth, simple process. You'll be happy with the truck. I can't imagine anybody not being happy with this truck. I mean, the only things I can find to nitpick, it's got a few rock picks. There's a little one right down there by the inspection sticker. There's one right over there. I don't know if you can see it. And there's one teeny tiny one right there. But they're basically invisible. And if you went to one of these rock chip repair places, they can turn them basically invisible if you get one that knows what they're doing. Or in worst case, you know, they can keep it from cracking. So that's what I would do. Although, you know, if you want for $150, we can get you a brand new windshield that just won't say Super Duty at the top. But that's up to you. Some people care, some people don't. So I'm going to sell it like it is and give people the option of what they want to do. So anyway, the only other thing I wanted to point out is the only other thing I know of on this truck, this latch for the console is jimmied up, and my mechanic thinks he can fix it, but he may not be able to. There may be some part. So that's the only thing I know of that doesn't work quite like it should is the latch. You kind of got to play with it to get it to work. It's sticky or something. And that's it for nitpicking. I can't nitpick anything else on this truck. If you can, you're trying pretty hard, and you're probably a weirdo anyway. But the only other thing I wanted to show is the, what was I going to show? Oh, I forgot. If you look at the dash, you can see that 1 through 6 on the cluster. What that does, you can manually lock out gears. And the reason you would want to do that, like if you're towing or something, and it's hunting gears, if you're on hills, going up and down hills, or if you're in the traffic jam, you can lock out gears so you know it's not constantly shifting, or you can put it in manual mode and hold it in a gear. That's an option too. But we've been driving about 12 minutes now, and the last thing I wanted to go over is the dash, because you can see there's no warning lights lit, no service lights, no airbag lights, brake lights, any of that. I like to show the dash after we've been driving a little while, because you know it's easy to hook your scanner up and kill a service light and then take a picture and say, oh look, no lights. But if there's a problem and you haven't fixed it, then those lights are going to come right back on. So I like to show the dash after we've been driving a little while, just so you can see for yourself that there really are no warning lights lit. So just like to point that out. Can't really think of anything else to nitpick on the truck. It does have Bluetooth. It's got all the steering wheel controls and everything. Not really anything else to complain about. If you have any questions, give me a call. 601-376-9869. If you want to make an offer, call me. Want to know what it takes to buy it, want to talk about deletes, all your options that are available there, any of that, just give me a call. Beyond that, appreciate you watching our video and listening to everything we've got to say, and look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.